Quick disclaimer before the video, this video was recorded a week before the update hit, and as such it might not be 100% accurate or contain all the latest changes. With that out of the way, let's see what changed. The biggest change to the game this month is the update to the train yard, which had a new tower added that you can use to get stuff from the new train cart types. The general layout has stayed mostly the same, with the new tower being located over here. To use the new coaling tower, you will need a green keycard and a fuse, as well as a train with an unloadable cart type attached, but more on the new carts later. To unload a cart, park a train here, head inside and climb up the ladder. Here you can choose to unload the current cart or shun the train in order to unload a different one if you have multiple carts attached. Once you've hit unload, the process takes just a few seconds and the loot will be waiting for you in the fuel tank or container depending on what kind of cart you unloaded. The only exception to this are loot carts, which you can unload from the wagon after the debris is removed. Here are all the new cart types that were added, as well as what they can contain. Tanker carts, which can contain up to 1500 low-grade fuel. Loot carts, which contain 1 regular crate, 1 medical crate, 1 large fruit crate, and 2 military crates. Sulfur and metal carts, which can contain up to 3000 of their respective resources in the form of ore. And charcoal carts, which can contain up to 3000 charcoal. Unfortunately for most players, however, using the new coaling tower to unload these trains is mandatory, as they cannot be looted by hand, making this stuff utterly useless for the average player. As well as the new carts, a new locomotive type was also added this month. The primary differences between this and the work cart is that this one's larger and more powerful, with it being able to pull almost twice the amount of wagons before slowing down. Apart from these, the only difference to note is that the fuel is loaded on the underside of the carriage rather than on top. Another change coming this month is the addition of lights at monuments with larger indoor areas, which can be toggled with these glowing switches. I do not recommend using these, however, as they alert enemies to your presence and put a target on your back, making you more easily visible at night. 2 new types of grenades were also added this month, Molotov cocktails and flashbangs. Both of them are pretty self-explanatory and work similarly to how they do in other games, with Molotovs engulfing their impact area in flames and flashbangs temporarily blinding and deafening your enemies. Finally, here's a list of other changes coming to the game this month. The UIs of furnaces, barbecues, and campfires was modernized. The speed of large furnaces smelting was increased a bit. The genetic code is now shown in vending machines when purchasing plant clones. Scrap tea now yields more scrap and lasts longer, and the size of the underwater labs was decreased. So that's it from me. I've been Meemish, and you're now up to speed about the latest news in Rust. If you feel like this video helped you, consider subscribing, joining the Discord server, or maybe even contributing financially to help the channel. Special thanks to Bother Nickel, Raven the Messenger, and Raz Van Volk for supporting me, and have a great wipe everyone.